What is up, young jitlets? We got trade recap today. No cap. All right, this is the trade for today. Um, yeah, you can see that. But anyways, let's go down to the daily time frame. Can pretty much get this started. It's pretty simple bias today, I guess. So let's see what we're looking at. So just hopping on the daily time frame real quick, see what's been happening. Right, we can see we've been having a lot of bullish movement just in these past few days, in this past week or whatever. And what I was really looking at was just what has market been doing, right, in this past day. So we see this day, and as well as yesterday, the market's pretty much been going up, right? Just keeping that in mind. Let's go down to the 4 hour time frame real quick, right? So what we see as well, we see all our big movements happening, and we see we up to this point have low consolidation, keep moving, low consolidation, keep moving, low consolidation. Um, Also kept moving a little bit right here, right? So looking at this, this looks like it's like some type of liquidity sweep on the lower time frame, like the 1 hour, right? Seems reasonable too. We could see like if this was some type of like order block, and then we have right here going out back in, but moving back up, right? So we go down to the 1 hour, and we can see this is pretty much what that was. You can see we have that point marked out that we were talking about before, and we see right here we actually have our sweep. We can mark this out too. Let me see. Okay, we have this marked out right here. And we see this is our order block, right? Liquidity sweep, break a structure, order block right here into fair value gap entry. Boom, right? So we basically have this 1 hour sweep happening right now, and let's see. We also have this hourly imbalance right here. Let's see if we could make this a little bit more. Oh dang! Okay, just moved it a little bit more visible. Right from here to here. We also have this hourly imbalance that comes up here, gets filled a little bit before market open. Right, respect the imbalance, push price up a little more. Right, and then we're basically moving down to our 15-minute time frame, a little bit smaller time frame now, and pretty much pretty close to market open already. Now we see like, I mean, you could really see everything we were looking at before, just more candles. See all this consolidation we had for this long while. This was Friday. Yeah, dang, that consolidated so long. I remember I was looking on the charts on Friday, and it was just consolidating forever. I ended up just not even looking at anything. It was like, I don't know, it was like 11, and I was like, yeah, I'm not looking at this anymore. But look at that. This literally consolidated from what? From 9:45, like basically market open, but it was right here. But from 9:45 on Friday, and see, I stopped looking at this like 11 something. It was really just wow until Monday, like at 5:15 in the morning. Anyways, so still continuing with this, right? You see, we have even this is an imbalance right here that we end up uh, pretty much respecting after this consolidation as well. I also had this little breakthrough to the upside. Now, going with this too, we see we also have this imbalance right here a little bit before market open as well. That price comes into, right? Price comes in, retracing back into this imbalance, respects this imbalance, fills it, and see beautiful work. Absolutely, just push price back up past that, just a little bit before market open, like we were saying, right? Overall looking pretty bullish. Not really much bearish things that I'm seeing, and everything's pretty much following how it should be, and how we would want it to be. Now, for our lower time frame, right? See basically the same thing happening right here. See, we have our imbalance. Well, actually, this is not exactly what the imbalance is on the 5-minute, but it's basically the exact same imbalance right here. We see this imbalance get respected right here, and we have our push back up to the upside, right? See, blah 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 blah, retracing, and we push back up to the upside, right? Now we're coming into market open, a little bit of consolidation on the 5 minute just before we really start to get things going and and moving in here, right? Didn't mean to move that, right? Before we start things, before we start getting things going and whatnot. So, dang, hold on. Yo, my bad, bro. All right, this is our little area of consolidation right here. We end up pushing out of this, so that's actually good for us too. You know, let me see, where's this thing? Yeah, I got that right here. Right, so move this out the way real quick. So we have our little consolidation right here. Now this isn't something that I looked at when I was going to take the trade, but this is something I'm looking back at now. Lower consolidation area, broke out of it, retested, and then badoink back up to there, right? Now, what are we looking for in terms of this? We're looking now for an ideal entry, right? Because we're seeing across our 4 hour, our 1 hour, and our 15 minute that we're pretty much saying that we're going to be bullish, right? Right? So the only thing we really need now is to find a good entry. And this thing is confusing. Give me a second. Right? Because we see all of our confluences happening before we're even getting to our actual trade itself. And these lines look mad crooked like on the candles. But right, so now all we need is to work off this and find a good entry. Now, like I said, this was also another confluence that could have looked at that I just looked at right now with this consolidation area. Now, let's go down to the 1 minute, where I did a little more of the work, I guess, right there. Right, so we got our market open. I don't know, I said that so weird. Our market open right here, lined up, and then this is just stuff from before. So what are we looking for, right? Okay, so we have bullish movement happening before our market open, and blah 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 blah. So we need some type of retracement, a little type of retracement to a liquidity receipt, so we can enter our trade. And what do you know? We have this point right here that gets swept out. Right here, get these little swept out just a few minutes into market open, and then we marked out our order block. Doesn't look that big or whatever. You can't really tell. Let me see. I don't want it to be too many rectangles. I'm just gonna keep it whatever it was. Okay, so we can make this darker. I don't think that really helps. I don't really think there's any way to save this. Or maybe. Oh, that okay does help. Okay, so let me go back to the other color. Okay, so now we have our 1 minute liquidity sweep, like I was saying, was looking for some type of retracement back to the downside so we could get our entry to continue the movement up that's happening on the higher time frames, if that makes sense. Yeah, just looked on the 1 minute. Basically what I just said, yeah. I want to find a good entry on the 1 minute to continue the bullish movement that I'm seeing across the 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, right? So this was it. I see liquidity, the point of liquidity right here. Liquidity we have in here. So we have our liquidity, and we have right here, we have our change right here, right? We have our breaker structure to the upside, and then we have order block right here gets respected, and then we have this order block right here, bearish one, that gets disrespected right here. So that's good for us, right? So basically going 2 for 2 or whatever how the heck you say it. And then we have let me see, we have this little mini wick come out of the order block, and then we come down into this order block right here. If I said order block to a fair value gap, because I just realized I called this one order block, but if I said order block to a fair value gap, I meant fair value gap. Anyways, so we get this little wick out of this order block, and we come back down into this imbalance right here, and then we respect that too. Show some low rejection to the downside as well, which is good for us. Whatever. We close above it after this, and then this is ideally where I entered my trade, and then I really just entered it like after we closed above it, because see, after this candle, we closed here, and then so we were here, right? So I entered my trade on this candle. Probably not exactly how it looks like right there. Could have entered it really anywhere within here, but it was a little bit whatever here. And essentially, yeah, this is where I entered my trade. Probably looks a little more higher because of the spread or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. So we enter the trade off here, and then we got our break back out of the order block, and then boom, 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 rejection to the upside, rejection. I mean, to the downside, rejection to the downside. Good. We had a little retracement then after into this, right? Into the into the order block, where I technically could have got a better entry, to be honest, or maybe it would have been similar. Who knows? Because it retested this imbalance and respected it well too. So that was just another confluence because for a second there it was like, okay, um, let's head back down, but nah, the bullish order flow too good right here. But yeah, I mean honestly maybe it would have been around the same, to be honest. So yeah, and then after that, we were really already in the trade at this point. Like we executed right here after the close above our imbalance, just like I mean really everything was here that we wanted. We had our liquidity sweep, and then we had our break structure, we had our order block retracement into an imbalance, waited for this to close above the imbalance and everything like that. Everything we were really looking for here. And then retracement back into this order block, then basically said heck no to this bearish order flow, and then we basically just said, okay, give me, right? And we see here. Then after this was really just the waiting game, to be honest. Got our stop set a little bit below this, and then our TPs was no, we don't want to leave our TP. The next hourly highs. It's pretty much looking like we were going for that too. Yeah, let me see. And yeah, I mean after that, just doing my stuff, checking out my trade, whatever. Got this open while I'm doing some schoolwork and whatever. Yeah, and then here's some other random stuff that I had highlighted or whatever. To be honest, just um, some imbalances. See like an imbalance here on our retracement, and then imbalance. A little bit consolidation, whatever. And yeah, I mean then we had our TP, and then I mean, looks like that's that. So yeah, that's pretty much the trade recap for today. Not much else to it, to be honest. And yeah, see, price pretty much doing the cha-cha side, or what's happening there. Yeah, who knows? Looks like a snake. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the trade recap for today, boys. I'll see y'all